All right, guys, April 23rd. I think we have one more Monday left in the month. Am I right on that? Yeah, one more Monday. So one more week left in the month. And I'm going to hand it over to Bree to give you all the good stuff, all the announcements.
Oh, there we go. Happy Monday. All right. So I am going to keep the announcements short and sweet this week. So like Danielle said, there is one more Monday left in the month of April. So a few things to keep in mind for this month that end next week. So next Monday, we have the April Mega and Deluxe Challenge Pack. Challenge packs and completion packs are $20 off. So make sure that we're putting that out there to all the people that you're trying to help. That's a great way to save a little money. It's basically like covering their shipping and then some. So think about it like that. So you get also 10% off beach bars on a 2-pack or more and free shipping for that too. So it's like, hey, you're already getting some free shipping. Why don't you add some beach bars in? So definitely sell the crap out of those. They're awesome. I know. I'm pretty sure. I think everyone on the calls tried them and they're butt. So get them while they're hot. And this is the last week. Because next Monday is the last day of April to get your summit ticket at a discounted price. And I know that Steph, Danielle, Liz, me, we all want you guys at Summit. So make sure you buy your ticket while they're still on sale at $165 because it's a steal. Once you're there, it is worth every penny. Every penny. And then last but not least, To Be Mindset comes out next week on Wednesday. Happy Hump Day. So I'm excited for To Be Mindset. I know my nutrition needs it. I need a mindset shift on the nutrition front. So I'm looking forward to that. And I'm sure there'll be plenty to come from there. And there is a discount on that when it comes out next month until the app launches. So sell the crap out of that sucker. And it's definitely not too early to start talking about it with customers. So get out there, share the SHIT out of it, and rock it. That's it.
Thank you, Bree. I love that you always bring the energy. We miss you when you're not here. So I wanted tonight to not be a specific topic or training or just anything specifically planned, because I think it's important for us to have the calls also be an open forum and for you guys to kind of share, what's going well, what's not going well. I've talked to a lot of you one-on-one, and I have a lot of one-on-one scheduled with the rest of you. So I'm pumped about that. That's the things that I really love, because it gets to kind of pull out whatever's going on and let it go. I know Liz and Steph and I just did that right before the call, and Jacqueline, we chatted today, but I wanted us to kind of get on as a team and kind of reflect on the past month, the past quarter, share your experiences from Super Saturday, because we haven't had a chance to talk about that. And going towards Summit, there's a big push right now, guys. And so the way I like to think about it is the Beachbody year goes from Summit to Summit. So right now we're in that last quarter where you get to decide, how do you want to go to Summit? Even if you can't go, which there's really few valid excuses in my mind which you can't go, because I, for one, came up with a shit ton of them my first year as a coach. Unless you're getting married like Catherine, that's a valid excuse. Claire had that in her first year. But y'all should be there, and I want you to be there. But let's recap on Super Saturday. I want you guys to kind of share. For some of you, it was your first time. For some of you, it was your multiple times. It would be your first time with a trainer. I want you guys to kind of share what that was like for you and how it kind of changed your mindset towards Beachbody and being a part of this community. So who wants to go? Catherine, go for it. I knew you wanted to share.
Okay, so this is what my door looks like right now. All splotchy. Anyways, so Super Saturday / Super Sunday was amazing. I got to meet Jacqueline in person, which was so fun, and I got to see Claire and all of you guys again. Bree, I got to see you. That was fun. So it was just really amazing to work out live with everybody in the room and see how many lives have been changed by Beachbody, because I started it just as, to work out at home because it was easier, and I liked not having to go to a gym, and Beachbody On Demand is super affordable. So like all those things were positives. But it just kind of reiterated in my head what a wonderful program it is all around, and like changing people's mindset and really helping those that need a lifestyle change and are super, unhealthy and unhappy, and to see how many people have benefited and are living healthier and happier lives because of it. So it was really inspiring.
So what was kind of different about that event as compared to Chris's event? Obviously a little bit different forum, but
yeah, I think it was mostly different just because this was a totally Beachbody event, whereas working out at Chris's was like, that was amazing too. He's super like pumped up and exciting. And I mean, he and Autumn obviously have really different teaching styles, but I thought she said one thing that was really amazing. Everybody kept thanking her for helping them change their lives and like losing 100 pounds and, getting their doctors telling them that they're no longer in the obesity zone, which is amazing. But then she said, no, guys, like, it's not me. I gave you the program, but your lives wouldn't have changed if you didn't make the choice and do the work. So I thought that was really great too. Like, she really gave it back to people to say, no, you made the change in your life. It wasn't me.
I love that. So now that you've been at your first Super Saturday, what is your one thing you took away that you're going to do now in your business or your fitness, or that you're implementing?
So lately, definitely have been very distracted. We've had family visit. We closed on a house, so that's been hard to like incorporate, like life balance, I guess, and like still, I've missed a couple workouts. Getting back on track tomorrow. But I think something that I really took away from it is seeing that like everybody has a different journey, and that even when life happens, like, it's okay if you get off track for a couple days, but just make sure that you get back on track and don't let it be like a month-long thing or a year-long thing where you just quit. Because that's something that I've experienced, and like I know a lot of my friends experience too. So I think it's good to just recognize that everybody's journey is different, and everybody has different goals too. Like, some people's goals are weight loss, some people's goals are nutrition focused, some people's goals are, muscle building, and some people's goals are really just mostly about mindset. So
sounds like that's your post tonight. Done. All right, get back to painting. Thank you for sharing.
Yay, thanks.
Who wants to go next? We're talking about Super Saturday and our experience at events. It's total just team chat tonight, guys. Liz, go for it.
I can go. So Super Saturday is my jam, and I was at Atlanta when we had Autumn. So Catherine sort of talked a little bit about what Autumn talked about, and I think I want to talk about one thing that happened to Autumn in Atlanta that was hilarious, and then another thing in Mexico. So at Atlanta Super Saturday, Danielle was like all stressed out because obviously it was Autumn and like we're planning the event, and everything was going great and like perfectly on track. And then she gets up to do her workout and it's going, and like the music kind of skips and Turn Down for What comes on, and then all of a sudden it like stops playing, and we're doing cardio, so it's not good. Anyway, her son had like logged into her Spotify account and was changing the music during our workout from his, I guess, I don't know, Spotify, I don't know how it works, but whatever. Somehow he was changing our music from LA in Atlanta. And it was just like, it got to the point that she had to get off the stage and call him and be like, yo, dude, stop changing my music. But it was just so real that like when we have our dogs in our workout or our kids or our family or our phone rings or whatever, like that happens to everybody, including super trainers. And it's not an excuse to stop or to like get off track, but it's just like a life thing. And so that made her, I think, really real to me because, you know, we see them as super trainers and all this stuff and like on your TV all the time looking perfect in her clothes that would never fit me. And it's hard sometimes to relate to them, but I think that was like a really real moment. And then I think so I don't even think I like told Danielle this. It took me a long time to process Mexico because it was like very overwhelming. But one of the things I noticed in Mexico about Autumn was that she very casually did not drink. And I bring that up because I know this is a struggle for a lot of people on our team and our challengers, like not because we have an alcohol problem, I'm not saying that, but like going out and being social, it's hard for people our age to stop drinking. And I know during my first round of 80-day obsession, I pretty much stopped drinking, like cut way back. And I plan on doing that again for round 2. But she really didn't. Like people kept walking up to her with tequila shots and like Joel was taking shots and like she was super casual about it. She was like, oh no, thanks, I'm good. Like, you know, whatever. Like it didn't make a thing of it. But the reason I bring it up is because it's one of those things that we make such a big deal of in our mind that like, yes, Joel taking shots was hot. Let's be honest, Joel's hot. It's just like real life, Joel's hot. But it's just one of those things that I feel like that's how she always is. Whether she's on a program or not, whether she's launching 80-day obsession or not, like she chooses that lifestyle and that's why she looks the way she does. And that's why she has the body type she does. And I feel like it's easy for us to say, oh, we're on a program, we're not going to drink for a month or for 21 days or 45 days or 80 days or whatever. But then as soon as we like go back to normal life and you start drinking 2 glasses of wine every night or a 6-pack of beer on a Friday or whatever, and then you're like, well, why doesn't this work for me? Well, that's why. And like, I think thinking about that you can make it a lifestyle and you can make it not weird. It was just so interesting to me that like that's her lifestyle, not what she did for one day for one program. And sorry, I can't see all these comments and people are saying in the chat, but I just wanted to point that out because it's something that I know a lot of our challengers think about and I think about, but cutting back on the alcohol is, and yeah, Brie, it's not just the drinking, the pizza or the ice cream or whatever your food is. It's so true. And I think it's like changing your mindset. And Brie, I'll be interested to hear you talk about B2B mindset. I keep calling it B2 mindset. Sorry, I think I'm always gonna call it that. Dyslexia at its finest. Like what they talk about in that, because it really is a mindset and a lifestyle you want to have forever, not just a program. I was sort of expecting her to like not totally let loose, but at least have a few drinks, right? And like we never saw her drinking, which was interesting. Anyway, that was my rant. But
so what was your biggest takeaway or action item from being, because you've been at Super Saturday, so from being in Mexico, you know, obviously your first time there, not knowing what to expect.
Yeah. So my biggest takeaway, I think, from Mexico was that everyone is like us. And that even though everyone is like us, like everyone is so different too. So we saw like a ton of Amy Silverman's team. They all have pink hair. And there were a lot of people who like still needed to probably lose 50 pounds or 100 pounds. And there were people who had these like perfectly tiny bodies. And there were moms who were there by themselves without their kids. And like there was all types of people, and every person we talked to, they had the exact same challenges as us, and they had like such a great story of where they came from. And so it made me realize two things. One, which is like the challenges we have are not unique to our team. And like if other teams can get past it and do crazy big things, so can we. And at the same time, like there is nobody who you shouldn't invite to this opportunity based on what you see about them on social media, because there is like seriously room for every type of person in Beachbody. And Carl did this exercise, and then I'll stop talking because I think I've taken up way my turn. Carl did this exercise at the like Q&A session that he hosted, and he said, stand up if you're a Beachbody. And like half the room, I guess, stood up. I didn't stand up. I don't know if Danielle stood up or not. But his point was like, we all should feel like we are Beachbody, because that's just a made up word. And it's the company that we represent, not like our actual reflection of ourselves. And so many people think like, oh, you have to have a Beachbody, or it means you look a certain way, or it means that you are a certain weight or whatever. And that's not it at all. It's about the community and about, you know, how we help people and bring people together. So yeah, it was really interesting, that whole mindset of like, really everybody needs this opportunity, and we need to invite everybody to it. It has nothing to do with who you think they are based on their social media.
Love that. I think the thing I love about Beachbody events is you can talk to anybody. There was a woman who came up to us in line for photos, and her mom passed away 2 weeks ago. And she said, I didn't think I was going to come to this event, but I felt like I had to. And then Liz got to kind of share about her mom with her, and that was just super cool. So you just never know who you're going to meet. Who wants to go next? Jacqueline, Bree? Jacqueline, go for it.
So yeah, I was at Super Sunday with Catherine, and it was my first. I feel like I went into it with, like, I was excited, but I didn't have any expectations because I just didn't know what it was going to be like. But I don't know. I just feel like I like can't think of like one or two like words for it. Like, I just feel like, every part of it was just like awesome. And I feel like it made our team, real is not the right word, but it like, I don't have a word for it, but like, I don't know, like just talking to everybody all the time and like being in the groups and everything like that. But then like seeing people, like seeing Bree and seeing Catherine and seeing Julia, like, I don't know, it was like weird. Like, I think I wrote on like a post and like I meant it. Like, it was like you saw friends that you like, you know, went to college with, but then like haven't seen in a while or something like that. I feel like it's kind of hard to put into words, but it was like a really cool feeling. And I feel like it made everything, it made it seem like you're part of something bigger, which you are. I don't know. It was just like, I don't have like the words for it. But it was just really, really awesome, and a really cool experience. And I was excited that I got to bring Jill came too. And then I brought my sister too along. I don't know how she felt about it. I think she was a little overwhelmed. She's like, what are all these people talking about? What is going on? But that was kind of cool to share that with her too. So yeah, it was awesome. And I'm looking forward to more events. So yeah.
The summit.
I know. I need to like get my life together.
We'll talk about it this week. It's the last time to get the discounted ticket for Summit. Just saying, guys, this month. So what was the biggest thing you took away from Super Saturdays? Like something you either got over that you had in your head as a new coach, or that you had preconceived notions about Beachbody or this team? what was kind of one thing you could take away that you could share?
I feel like something, so I did notice like how diverse everything was. I mean, there was 1,200 people there, and I feel like every team I saw was just so like unique in their own way, which was really cool to see. And then I feel like Catherine mentioned it already, but on like a personal level, how everybody kept thanking Autumn and like for changing their lives. And I know I've seen her post about it and say it multiple times, how like she didn't do that. She just gives you the tools. And I feel like throughout at least the whole 80 days, like that's kind of the way I've been thinking, like, oh, she changed my life. She changed my life. And that every time I heard her say that at Super Sunday, it kind of made me like sit back and think on a personal level, like giving myself a little bit more credit, which I think was really important. So I feel like that was a big personal thing that I took away from it, like to give myself more credit and have a little bit more confidence in myself. So.
And you have in what you've shared on your post. We were just talking about that with her. But I think also you guys have to remember when you put yourself in that position of Autumn, right? Because you're all coaches now and you're going to lead challengers, or you already are. And when your messages start coming in, thank you for helping me do this, you're going to be like, well, I didn't do any, I just showed up every day on my own routine. Like that's the gift that you have to share every single day. And so sometimes when we think about the 4 vital behaviors of inviting people to join us or making connections and talking to people about Shakeology and being scared to talk about the price, remember that deeper feeling, right? That, yeah, Autumn gave you the tools. So you have the same opportunity every day to be Autumn for somebody else. That's pretty powerful because you're, like Liz was saying, you're more real, right? Like, I mean, everybody looks at her as this big, huge celebrity, and she's not. And I've shared some of the Chris's videos with you guys, and he was totally like tough love about like, y'all, why can you put me on the stage, but you can't put yourself in the position of power and owning your life and owning your dreams and all of that stuff. So don't take that for granted, because that's a gift. And every single person on this call has it, whether you have 0 challengers or 20. So love it. Bree, you want to go next, girlfriend?
All right. So I was also at Super Sunday in DC. And, everything that Jacqueline and Catherine has said was spot on. It was an awesome time. It's a great experience to be able to just kind of put your arms around the people that we talk to every week, day in and day out, that are on our live workouts, that are on our team, our inner challenge groups, and to just kind of like see them, and it's going to sound so weird, but like touch them and like they're a real person too. It's fun, it's like Jacqueline said, it's those people that you feel like you've been friends with forever, and then you finally get to see them for the first time in a dog's age, and you're like, oh my goodness, so glad to see these people. I think my biggest takeaways from Summit, so Autumn spoke and so did Tulin, and I know Steph, you had mentioned one of her posts about the fit has no size. She talked about that a lot. I'll have to share the link in our team page from her talk at Super Sunday, because it was awesome. She had us laughing with her, she had us crying with her, it just really hit home, and she talked about struggles. Yeah.
Share who Tulin is.
So Tulin is she used to be a plus size model, like, she's gorgeous. And she ended up falling in love with this guy. And at the beginning of their relationship, like had to have this hard conversation where he was like, hey, I have MS. And she was like, hey, I might not be able to have kids. And so, they each had their own struggles that they had to accept of each other, in order to form this relationship. And they've kind of been on this journey together, because obviously she was a plus size model, she was bigger, and it was about her journey of accepting that, and accepting there's so many people out there that she found a niche, in the sense that there weren't plus size fitness coaches out there to show people how to modify, or to kind of like Danielle was saying about beach body, you know, people feel like, or Liz was saying it, you have to feel like you have a beach body in order to say you're a fitness coach. Well, I don't have a fucking beach body, let me tell you that. So, you know, and you just have to work with it. You have to tell your story honestly and fearlessly, no matter where you are in your journey, because sometimes we feel like you can't be a fitness coach. And I know I've done this before and pigeonholed myself like this. I'm like, I can't be a fitness coach. I've got weight to lose. That's how people connect with us. And that's what Tulin talked a lot about, was instead of trying to find your niche, and I had focused on that so much in my business, was like, how do I define myself by 5 things to create my niche? Then I'm going to find my people that way. She talked to people online and still continues to do this the way that she wanted someone to talk to her. When she posted, when she does live videos and stuff, she acts like she's talking to her. What did she need to hear? And I think that really spoke to me, almost using social media like a live diary, and speaking more generally instead of not like, dear diary, my boss is such a bitch, you know, and just talking honestly and openly about things that we can all relate to. I mean, she talked about struggles. We all have struggles, but I can tell you right now that my struggles are different than Catherine's. My struggles are different than Steph's. My struggles are different than Jordan's, but we all have them and we all know what struggle feels like. People can relate to that. And it's about, speaking to things that people can relate to. So I thought that was really important. And I think something that I've struggled with, I've been a coach for almost 2 years now, and I'm still a coach. I'm not an emerald coach. I'm not a diamond. I've had my ups and downs in my coach journey. I've fallen off during almost every program at some point along the way. But I said to Danielle last week, I said, my fitness journey, my transformation Tuesday, whatever you want to call it, it's about what Tulin talked about, but it's about losing the weight between your ears. I was paying $125 a pop for like career coaching outside of work that my company wasn't reimbursing me for, because I kept getting sick of hearing, oh, well, that soft skill that you need to work on, it will come with time. I was like, I don't have time. So I went and sought that out on my own. And those sessions were helpful. Don't get me wrong. It definitely like snowballed me into stuff, but I've lost more weight between my ears since becoming a fitness coach because of all the personal development and crap we do, because of the way we speak to each other, the way that we treat each other. That mindset shift isn't something that, you can just get. It's about reading your personal development and taking it to heart and doing something with it. You can read books out the yin yang, but it's no different than watching mindless television if you're not going to implement it. So I think that was important for me to hear from Tulin about, you can have a transformation and it doesn't have to be something that you can see on a scale or you can see in a picture. So yeah, I'll get off my soapbox now. Happy Monday!
Who wants Brie on live video every single day in their ears? Am I right or am I right? And I just recorded that and I'm sending it to you tonight so you can listen to yourself every day, because that was bomb. Like, if I got like 1/8 of that on my Facebook newsfeed every day, I would be like, shit, I want to work with this girl because she's something. You laugh, I'm not kidding. That hard work pays off. Yeah, I'm going to listen to you over Tulin. So, Brie, what's the one thing that you are implementing from Super Saturday or Super Sunday?
So my one thing, and I haven't been very good about it, honesty right here. I just need to be more open about sharing my story. I think I get so caught up in the like, well, my post has to be perfect. I'm not where I want to be. My picture looks poopy. But it's like, get over yourself. You're fine. Post about it. The old saying of, you can't say the wrong thing to the right person and you can't say the right thing to the wrong person. Screw it. You just have to kind of throw caution to the wind. So my last tidbit before we run out of time on our call because I've talked so long, I was reading So I don't know if any of you have ever read any of John Gordon's books. His books are very easy to listen to, very easy to read, like super fast. But he has this thing called Positive University, and it's free, it's online, and you get his little emails, and there's videos, and it's about being a positive leader or creating the right energy on your team and all this crap. He sent something out in one recently that I was reading today, and it was about love versus fear. And fear is something that I've let rule my business, but he talked about how easy it is and how great and easy things come to us when you do them in love versus how hard it is when you do them in fear. And I think that's what, you know, why we see people be successful. Like, look at Danielle. She does everything she, you know, all her posts, all the way that you help all of us and help your challengers. You do it in love because you feel gratitude from helping them and connecting with people and stuff. It was once you got that fear out of the way, you were able to succeed because you were doing it in love instead of being stalled by fear. It's just like weight loss. I'm like, I got these hips because I love the food I was eating, but I'm not losing them because I'm afraid of losing the weight, you know? So it's like, I want to lose weight, but I'm like, I'm so afraid. Well, no shit, it's not going to come off. But when you're like, I can do this. You know, I was watching another video the other day that was like, tell yourself. It was for the 2B mindset. It's like, tell yourself you can do it. Start like your prep week is to start getting in the mindset of, I can do this. Autumn's not going to do it for you. Chris isn't going to do it for you. Yeah, they're on your screen every day, so it feels like they are. But who's meal prepping for you on Sunday? It sure as hell isn't Chris and Autumn. So it's like, you know, just be there for yourself. Be proud of what you can accomplish. You're the one that's doing this. Do it because you love yourself. Do it because you want to love the person that you're going to be. And then other people will love you and want to love you too. So yeah, I need to share my story more honestly. I think where I was going with that. Okay. I'm going to mute myself now.
Here's a challenge for you. Every day for the next 7 days, you're going to go live. Yep. And you're going to speak about each thing you learn in your little Positive University emails. I was going to say Darren Daly is a great one too. If you gave an ounce of that to your community, Bree, I'm telling y'all, I would listen to it every single day for my own personal development. Am I right? Am I right? You laugh, but you got to take your own medicine, my friend. Pat yourself on the back and do a live video after this. Because you are. So just so you guys know, Bree and I talked and I said, I want you to lead a team call, but you're going to earn it. And so we made a deal that she was going to work on certain things that she was scared about, of sharing her story and being more consistent. So she's going to take this challenge and she's going to come on here next Monday night and rock the F out of the team call and share about all the people that she connected to because she went live for the next 7 days. So can we all hold her to that? Now you got 7 of us on your ass. Okay, so I don't want to leave anybody else out, but I wanted to give them the floor because they all went to events. So Steph, I want you to talk about FOMO of Summit because the next big Beachbody event we have is called Coach Summit. It's our annual coach conference. I know we have some new coaches on here. It's in Indianapolis. You can absolutely still come. It is something that I'm really passionate about because my first year of coaching, I literally didn't decide till like this time, 3 weeks. Well, no, we're more than 3 weeks out, but 3 weeks before Summit started, I wasn't going. I said, I don't have time off work. I can't afford it. I'm not going. And it was in Nashville, like 3 hours for me, super easy drive. And then I saw all my friends start posting about it and start sharing about it and start working for goals to earn. They have amazing parties and there's different trainings from corporate. It is the Beachbody event of the year. And when I tell you guys that, I mean it from the heart. I don't want you to just go spend your money and go. I want you to spend your money and learn and become a better leader and grow into your freedom, grow into the dreams that you have for yourself that you might not even know yet. Because I really didn't know. I was still the girl that just wanted to pay off her Shakeology when I first started. And look at us now, right? We're sitting on a team call on a Monday night. I never did those before I was going to Summit. So I want Steph to kind of share. She watched last year, all of us go to Summit, and she like furiously regretted it. And she bought her ticket a year ago already because she was so excited about it. So Steph, share a little bit about your version of Summit and
Sure.
what you're excited about.
So many of you don't know, but I actually was on a different team when I first joined Beachbody, and our team was not as cool and fun and happy as this lovely group of people. They were mean people, and so I did not go to Summit with them because I was like, I do not want to spend my money to spend all that time with those people. They are not good people. But last year, Summit fell a week before my bachelorette party. So anyone who has gotten married, planning a wedding, you understand, like, did I really care about going and getting my fitness on? No. I like to drink, and I enjoy rosé and champagne and donuts. And so even though I was like, I lost the most weight I've ever lost in my entire life, and I was like really hitting all my goals, it was the week before my bachelorette party. It was just really, honestly, financially hard to go because my wedding was like 3 months later. So I decided not to go. And so this was me the entire weekend watching Danielle and Bree and Claire, literally every 5 seconds. Like all of us who just stalked them when they were in Mexico, this was me. I'm sitting at work going, oh my God, what the fuck? I want to be there. Oh my God, they're watching Amy Silverman. I love Amy Silverman. What is going on right now? And literally just like stalking everyone's Insta stories, everyone's Facebook, like texting Danielle going, oh my gosh, I wish I was there with you. And from what I understand about Summit, well, this year you should definitely come because it's my birthday weekend. So that's like, so it is my birthday, and I'm choosing to spend it with all of you opposed to my family, my husband, and my friends, which I think is pretty important to show how much I care about Beachbody now and myself and my business. But it was just really awesome to see that like people are bringing notebooks and learning, and it's not just the workouts, it's not just the community. It's, it seemed like it was like seminars and new products get launched. Like there's going to be so much new stuff that's going to happen that, that Danielle, sorry, there's an awful glare. I have all the lights on in my house. My husband's not home, so I try to spend all the electricity while he's not here. Because he makes me sit in the dark with the heat off. So married life, real talk. So it's just like things about like, things I didn't even know I wanted to see or cared about, because I think we do sometimes get caught up in our own mindset, like Bree said, and we're kind of just like on our own journey and we kind of forget like the reason why we joined in the first place. I was watching it through a computer screen and it was just awful. And I love Nashville. I've been there before and it was like really heartbreaking to not be able to go. So I'm all about traveling. I have like 2 big giant vacations again this year. I get 30 days off every year. So for me, I love to travel. But I'm going to Indy and I've never been there before. And I'm so excited because I'm leaving my husband home and all my friends, and I'm in a room with Bree and we're going to celebrate, all of the hard work that we put in on the next, program or 2 that you're going to do between now and Summit. We're going to hear from, top coaches. We're going to watch Danielle walk across that stage, cheer her on for all of our whole hard work as a team. And then I really hope next year that every single one of us gets to walk across that stage with her. So is there anything else, Danielle?
No, that was, I promised I didn't pay her to do that. But okay, I want to close this off by sharing a little bit about Mexico with you guys. And I know it's getting a little bit late, but seriously, just like if you hear nothing else, put your phones down and listen up. Everything that you saw this past week in Mexico, it's possible for you. Like, I really want you to take that in for a second. It's possible for you. I'm not special. I say this all the time. Like, you guys, seriously, if I can do this, you can do this. And the only first step you have to do is hit Success Club, right? It's called the Success Club trip for a reason. But being on those trips is very different than Summit. It is a reward. It is a privilege. It is something that I will never miss any year because it is damn nice to check out of a 4-star or 5-star resort, whatever it is. All I paid was $70 for my taxes on my massage. Like, damn, that was nice. But more than that, it's been hard for me the past 3 years, guys, because our team has changed every year. And it's hard when you see your friends that you started your business with, they have 5, 10, 15 of their coaches there. I don't want to go on another trip without y'all. You know, I don't want to show up with my guests and that's it. I want to show up with all of you and all of your guests and all of your skeptical husbands or all of your skeptical friends that think this is one big fat joke, and then they're lounging on the beach on a whale, because Liz and I saw many guys on these blow up whales just like loving life, and they're like, yeah, beach body. But seriously, when I tell you guys be at Summit, I'm not kidding. It will change you if you let it. And I can't do the work for you, but I can be here to mentor you through the stuff because I've done it. And I'm not perfect. And I still drink on programs, and I still eat cookies when I'm weak, and I still don't know what to post. I didn't know what to post tonight. But my vision for this team is really big. And I can't go anywhere unless we go together. And so I'm asking you guys, as the tough stuff that you have in your life, of the fears, of the doubts you have in yourself, of the no's that you hear, or the harsh messages you get back. Can't even speak. Making me nervous. I want to run with you guys. And I want to run big. But I can't do it without you. So I'm going to ask you, whatever program you're doing right now, flip and do it. And share it like it is your passion. And it better be, because if you don't love your program, you should be switching. But do your work, guys. Drink your shake, do your workout, read, like Bree's saying, or watch Bree's live videos the next 7 days. And invite people to join this community. And if you need help, use the resources you have. Like Steph said, she didn't have a team she loved before. I hope you guys love this team. You probably hate me sometimes when I make you do uncomfortable things, but it's for the love of your journey and the love of the people you can touch that I can't touch. Because my vision is to have this team of 500 people. My vision is to be a 5-star diamond team by the end of May, not be for me, for you guys. Because you all deserve the credit and the acknowledgement from corporate to say, yeah, we are freaking full-time people and we work this part-time and we can still do this. So as you leave this call tonight, put up a post that's meaningful to you. Get up on the live workouts tomorrow and do them hard. And go connect with people that need you. Because that's all it starts with. One message at a time, one person at a time, one invite at a time. And every Monday that you show up here, you're putting a drop in your bucket to say, I'm ready, I'm going, I'm doing this thing. So there's 1 week left in the month, and you have the decision whether you let busy be your excuse or you find a way. And I'm here to help every single one of you. You guys know that. But it's up to you to go make it happen. So that is my closing speech. I hope you guys are love this as much as I did. I love these team chats. I think we need to do them once a month. Did anybody else have any other closing thoughts for the call? Did y'all like this? So next event, be there. All right, guys. I can't wait to see Breeze live. And let's go bring April home. Go make yourself proud first and foremost. And I love you guys. Go rock your week.